Alright, so this is a little bit behind the scenes here into the Chocolate Milk Diet mockumentary spoof, whatever that I'm making. So I'll give you a little rundown here. So we got some, half-inch thick styrofoam from Home Depot, along with, I think this is about roughly 1.5 to 2-inch thick styrofoam as well. Of course, not being used for any kind of insulation. Got some PVC pipe. So I tried a few different variations of it, but this is just your regular 50mm PVC piping, and then we got probably some 25mm, something like that, for this is the handle part of the barbell, and this is going to be the sleeve where the weights go on. These are going to be making most of the 45s. These are going to be making most of the 10-pound plates, or 5 or anything in between. Haven't quite got all the sizes thought of yet. I got a pretty good idea. Any of the scraps are going to be made to make whatever I can with them. Just try to utilize as much as I can to make the most kind of weight on the bar. So it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be hopefully pretty hilarious. By the time this is released, the video is probably going to already be live. So this is just kind of a little look at what the planning process is going to be like, right? So I guess one of the main reasons why I'm going to be making this is because there's all these different kinds of things you'll see on YouTube around fitness and weightlifting, and it's like one of the scandals was, fake plates, Brad Castleberry and all these other people using fake plates and all this stuff. And then another thing that's been around for a long time is all these crazy different diets that they have you doing, promising, whatever, max gains or max weight loss, whatever. We've all heard a story, I bet. And so this is just kind of combining the two in a way that hopefully makes a lot of people laugh. And it's not meant to call anybody out or hurt any feelings or anything. It's just meant to have a good time with. So I hope that it does exactly that. And a lot of people like it. A lot of people laugh. And it does exactly that. That's what it's meant to do. And hope no other kind of things are interpreted from it. So I'm just here in my grandpa's shop here, just doing some cutting. And I'll probably continue this when I got it all at least reasonably worked out. Alright, and now as you can see, we got our styrofoam plates here. Made the initial one by getting a nail with some flagging tape around it and trying to just kind of guide that up with a pencil. So you put in the middle, use this to steer around. You get your initial template cut out. Then once you got your template to work with here, which you got the inside and your outside dimensions, then you start to trace that like so. Try to get as many plates as you can. Out of all the different materials you got, there's going to be different sizes as you go. And you just kind of work through any little hiccups along the way. It doesn't have to be perfect, because a lot of stuff like this fraying and stuff is probably not going to get seen in the long run. And you can probably cover up in the paint process. I found this drill bit that actually works perfectly. It's perfect diameter and everything. It's about roughly 2 inches across, and you just kind of work it through there and manage to get through the styrofoam on the other side, and then it fits onto the pipe quite nicely. Alright, now all of that is a result of the pieces that were there before in the last clip. So now the only thing left is to sand them down, because once you put them on the pipe, there's some uneven spots, and you just always want to make sure that things are as even as possible. It depends on how much you're going for it to try to look the part. It's really no big deal though. So, alright, it's just shy of 12 o'clock. We're almost there. I'll put in some long hours, and yeah, remember that giant wall of styrofoam? That's all that's left. That's it. I know, it seems weird that much went into that little. But, here's the rest of it. So as you can see, there's a lot of excess material when you cut circles out of stuff, man. Like, it's kind of sad. So, I'm going to wrap it up. Go home, get some sleep, wake up, paint. Because they ain't going to look like that. They ain't going to look very real if they look like this. They got to look better than that. We're going to paint them flat black, dry brush a little white or metallic or something like that on the edges to really make it pop and look a bit more real, a little bit more weighty, haha. It's gonna be good, hopefully. Alright, it's a Tuesday morning. We got up a little bit early today, pretty early actually, but we didn't start work right away, but right now we're gonna do some spray painting, and I'll show you how to make the barbell too. We got all the weights over here, all kind of sort of evened out. Got the spray paint and everything else. PVC piping. It's gonna be good. Alright, laid out all the fake plates on the floor here. Gonna give them a nice coat of probably flat black. Alright, I put the barbell together, started painting it, not quite done, flipped these over, gave another paint on the other side, actually just one coat on each side, just the spot's not done yet. So what I did, I got 2 different pieces of PVC piping here, and I got a fitter in the middle there, some duct tape to try to hold it on. I had to sand down a bit of the edge of right there to fit it in. And then over here I got just regular caps. Luckily they're pretty much the exact same diameter of the pipe, so it ends up working out. And then I just tape them on the ends on both sides. I don't know if you could make out the duct tape, you should be able to. Use silver duct tape even though I painted it silver, but I just thought, hey, make it as easy as possible. The real tricky part here was with the PVC piping here to try to fit it into the fitter. It was just about like a couple millimeters too small in diameter, so I had to try to fiddle with the duct tape with different wraps and measurements and whatnot. Just kind of eyeballing it, see what fits the best, so hopefully it'll work and stay on. And what's really nice about using fitters for this, as opposed to just using something to make it thicker at the end of here and then taping on, is now these ends can be taken off. If you gotta store it somewhere or put it in a car, it's gonna be a bit easier to fit in there. So just a bit more user friendly. Alright, what's up? So, where to begin? I've done a lot. So I've got the dumbbells made right there, the 2 dumbbell handles, and I got the barbell made. I got all the weights made, the 100-pounders, the 40-pounders, and these ones are 10-pounders over here. That's what they're supposed to look like anyway. We'll see how well everything turns out in the video. I'm hoping that everything, like all the numbers and stuff, makes sense. Like, I'm hoping that they're easily legible, and because as you can see, lighting makes things really bad. I've cleaned up a little bit, slightly. There's still all this mess. Like, you've already seen that before, and like just the amount of dust that was created while doing this is absolutely enormous. Like, but it's going to be good. It's all hopefully going to be worth it. By the time all is said and done, this project is probably going to have cost around $140+, and that's mainly just in materials. So like your styrofoam, your PVC pipe, fittings, duct tape, spray paint. Actually, if you factor in spray paint, like it's probably going to be closer to $200 just because spray paint's ridiculously expensive sometimes. But I didn't have to spend any money this time around on spray paint because I used stuff from the past that I had saved up and I tried to scrounge. I was down to like my last can of black paint. This is like the Warhammer Citadel primer. This stuff's expensive. This stuff's like $16.95 a can. So yeah, but I haven't done Warhammer in a while, so you know it was worth the use. So hopefully it all turns out really well.